Yeah, it's about 20 seconds.
Yeah, that felt like a 20. Most of it done is in 14, but I'd been doing it all day long and my fingers were bleeding. And you do get faster the more you do it.
We have a corporate day, and the boss is getting ready. What are you preparing, sweet?
Biscuits.
Biscuits? Oh, there's no lunch then.
They've got posh ones today.
Hey?
They've got posh ones today.
Oh, millionaire, sure, I've had them before.
Yeah, I know, but there's a packet missing out.
I'm not allowed to have them, am I? No. Mind you, I've lost a few pounds lately, haven't I?
In your pocket?
Well, and then the police found it, didn't they? Yeah. I lost a bundle of cash and in McDonald's, and they looked through the old CCTV and they see this lady go scurrying over and drop her serviette on top of it and then scoot off and drive off up the road, and they had her registration and everything. I thought, well, you never know, it's worth ringing the police. And anyway, I put in a report of what were, and you know what? Somebody handed it in Sheffield. Not a penny missing. Unfortunately, the police cut up all my credit cards and sent my driving licence back to DVLA, but the cash is being sent to me apparently. Well, you know, can't ask for more, can you? Unbelievable. And then the other police from Northamptonshire said they were going to look into the case. I said, well, it's all over, mate. It's done. It's all. He didn't know anything about it. And he said he'd been doing the job 20 years and he'd never heard of any cash ever being handed in before. He said, if I was you, I'd go out and do a lottery ticket now. So I'm going to. Me first. I've got the best driver. Now that's the car and that's the tank. All we need now is to find the car. That should be on eBay. Course later, but first of all we're going to do 432s and Abbott. It'd be nice to use that Abbott we're taking on the wedding looking all shiny, but I just don't want to clean it again. Courses are looking quite knobbly, but we should smash that down. That tree's my firewood for this winter. It should kill that. Abbott today, I think it's his favourite. Now this guy driving, he's got to drive rough because he's got to plug in the turret. And you don't want to start driving rough when you got someone in it. He's happy up there. It's a lovely place to be. He's happy in Barry's Abbott. And then we've got two 432s running, and these guys are gleaning information off people who are already driven. Isn't Mike smart? Look at that, look. Doesn't he look smart? He's just back from America firing a 50 cal Browning. Lucky devil. Lucky devil, and he went on a B-52 bomber as well. Yep. A nice easy day with good food. We're using a company called Bush Tucker, and that'll be interesting to see what it's like. I really hope it's not Wichita Grubs, but you never know, do you? Kate said you're a great driver. What's the secret?
What is the secret? Listen to what she says.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I hate listening to women, don't you? But I mean, the problem is they know. They're just clever, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all clever. We've got great expectations for you, madam. If you don't come first, you'll be second. Unfortunately, there is no prize for second. Now, swap over, so we don't need to get... They'll just swap over, Mike. These guys will just swap over. Now that one hasn't got any pads in it, and I should take the pads out of all these others because these have got perfect pads, these vehicles, and they don't like hard, dusty conditions. It works underneath the pads, it twists them off. This is Tomo. Slab, if you're watching, this one's got your name on it. It's been thoroughly tested. It's lovely to get a group of British people who can speak English. Okay, he's looking good. No pressure. No pressure, nobody's watching. Hey, I should do a live stream so their boss could be watching. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Well, this is it, competition. Larry, Laver's going lovely. I think we've done a few little jobs on it, we keep on top of it. She's going great. I've got a job for a wedding. I was going to take it, but yours was dusty. But I'll do the next one. I'm thinking about doing the big repaint soon on it. I know it'll lose its character, but I am considering it doing a real pucker repaint. I mean, look at this though, it's got like an Artex finish to it, which I quite like actually. The whole thing has been Artex. But I'm very tempted. Well, actually, not the turret. It's getting a bit flaky now. Yeah, it's almost as flaky as the Ukrainian tank buyer. They need more money. I'm talking to my accountant to see if we can do more. I've done donations to charities, about 100 grand, but could I just donate huge amounts that was going to be paid in tax? And instead, there's a way. It's got to be a registered charity. You've got to be really careful. If you do it some ways, you couldn't put it against your tax and you end up bankrupting you. But we're in talks with my accountant. I just hope they get it right. If you've got any questions, there it is. And we've got a driving day, the full Monty at the end of the month for the general public, and I have got some spaces and I would love to fill it up. So if you've got an urge to drive this kind of machinery and come on one of our big days, last Saturday in July is the one to come on. Oh dear, oh dear, what's happened there? The walk of shame. So it will be, what would it be? Let's have a think. Track off, track broken, unlikely. Steering seized on, loss of power on the gearbox, run out of fuel, possible. Fuel pump, lift pump is, probably that, or fuel solenoid. What happened, Ashley?
The filter is locked.
Filter's blocked. Lift pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, always the way, bouncing around. Not your driving, sir, don't worry. Because you're doing well.
Driving was a bit bouncy, that was what it was.
Yeah, bouncy driving, sediment.
I can already smell dinner and I'm not even out of the back of the 432.
So can I.
It's a new caterer, he's called Bush Tucker, and God knows what we're going to get. I didn't arrange any of it. So with a little bit of luck. Yes, feeling very hungry. Let's see what Bush Tucker's all about. I hope we don't get any whizzity grubs. I don't fancy that one bit. Although saying that, I would eat one, I think. Yeah. Or one.
I'm not sure what we had. It looked a bit Indian, but it's very tasty. And everyone seems very happy and...
Yeah.
A good sign is how much is left at the end. And if no food's left, that means it was good. If there's lots left over, it means it was a bit rough. There was onion barges and I like them a lot. One of my favourite times on a corporate day is not working so hard because I just chat to people and I often need the rest. And the food. I love the food. And you've done a great job. 19 limited, thank you very much. It was good food. And you can always tell if it's good food by how much is left over at the end. And my hungry pack of instructors at every single bit. They're licking the cardboard, so that's a good sign.
No problem.
Thank you very much for coming out, and we'll see you again. And if anyone needs any outdoor catering, they're called 19 Limited. An unusual name, 19. Remember the song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vietnam. Mike would like that. 19. He was firing a 50 cal the weekend, and we've heard about it quite a lot. I need another samosa. Oh. Cheers, chaps. Everyone thinks he's British. It was actually a Czechoslovakian bloke called Bruno, and it was made in Enfield, so they gave him the B and the R for Bruno, and then they kept the E and the N for Bren. A bit too accurate if it had a fault, but beautiful because it needed no tools to strip it. And even that bloke off Full Metal Jacket, you know, the sergeant, Arlene, my hand pile. Yeah. Arlene Emery. Yeah, he started doing all these things on YouTube, and he became a big YouTube star. And he would compare different types of guns. And I remember him doing the M16 against the AK-47, and they were shooting paving slabs. And the AK-47 was more accurate and was smashing holes through paving slabs. And afterwards he goes, I think we know which is the best. And he picks up the M16, and I thought, how biased can you be? But when he did the road test on this one against the BAR, he had to say that it held 30 bullets instead of 20. It was top loading that quick, and you can see him doing it. Whereas the other one you had to forage around underneath. And there was other little bits he didn't.
Barrel, you can change on that, and barrel you can't change.
No, that's true. When these get hot, you can just swap it. And each box had two barrels. And you do need to swap your barrel because it's hot, otherwise it'll end up melting and distorting and everything. Yeah, basically, they did various models. I think this is the first model. In Australia. Well, it all went very smoothly. The armory was a success, and Craig won. Craig was the guy who was an incredible shot, never handled a shotgun in his life, shot 6 out of 8, left-handed, strange hunts position, almost shooting from the hip. And yes, 6 out of 8. I would have taught him how to shoot properly, but he was hitting more than anybody else, so I thought I'd just keep my fat mouth shut. Now, I picked this up, where was it? Quite a long way away. A very nice lady, and she's just got a brand new car on mobility, a very posh blue Skoda. You may have seen it about 2 weeks ago when we collected it, and she thought the kindest thing to do to this car was run it over. It's obviously been a bit of an issue here and there, and I wanted to find the locking wheel nut because the wheels are quite nice, but you know what, I couldn't find it. It's in the boot and the key wouldn't fit. Now Ashley is doing his best to explain to Craig the ins and outs of Fast and Furious 6. Tommy's up there as well. In fact, Tom's doing the ins and outs. Tom's getting ready to take over our car crushes, and a damn good job he'll do too. He did a kiddies day the other day all on his own without punching one of the kids, and that takes a lot of control. Hats off. Okay, I'm going to get from a different angle. He's away, he's away. Now I'm trying to get the sky in for a dramatic feel. I've been watching a lot of Top Gear. Oh yes, might even go to 3rd gear. A bit more power, that's what I like to see. Oh yeah, 3rd gear. Beautiful. Well, I'm glad I didn't bother with the locking wheels up because I think 2 of the wheels caught.
How much fun can 2 children have?
There you go. Cash in the bank and a full tank of gas. Or something like
Cash
that.
in the bank and gas in the tank!
Woohoo! He's on a motorbike, a motorbike, a motorbike. Is she going to go in the lake, Jackson? What do you reckon? She looks a bit wibbly wobbly to me. Well, not too shabby. The lads needle gunned the whole front, the whole top deck in the end. If you're going to do it once. But saying that, we might have a promotion. This will be whizzing around London bright purple next week and then brown the next week. You just don't know. But at least if you've got a decent base coat, you can change colour without too much trouble. But yeah, it'll look great bombing down the road. And the fast manmog's coming on too. It is funny, you know, look at those filthy windows. The first thing I do when I mask a vehicle up is to make sure the glass is immaculate. And then when you pull the masking off, beautiful. You don't really want to be mucking around with the cloth trying to clean it up now, because that paint will still be slightly wet. It's just the best way of doing it. But yeah, all the bits should have been really clean before they're put on, but that's life. Looking really nice. Yeah, we just put reversing cameras all over the back and 4 screens in the front, so we know everything's going on. And now we're looking for, well, I don't know whether we want a customer or we want someone to hire it for 6 months to see how it fares, and then we'll see about sending a load in and doing them all. I think there's application for it, and George, the expert, it reckons it's the best thing since sliced bread. I don't like sliced bread. In fact, I don't really like bread much. I like sausages. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That would look beautiful, and I'll put the paint on thin so as it's going to dry, because it's got a job on Saturday. So it's got to look resplendent for Saturday. I found the number plates. That took some doing. But and we've got all the wood out and the seats out and everything's been cleaned. And we've done a little bit of an alteration on the edge of that one because it was very hard to get out. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to stuff back in. Springs are coming along well. I'm really after the tyres now. I'm after a better tyre. And the rear ones, what's the size? I'll do a bit of an eBay. A TR153, a 26 times 12. And I think these are only about 3 ply or something. A 26 by 12. And then the front ones are, God knows, 25 by 8 by 12. We'll investigate more.